What up, gang? What up, squad? It's your boy. Are you serious? The realest, the coolest, the trillest, young king. Only two members we speak. Well, welcome back from the lit banger, gang. We got the final hours of K.I. Gakirah Barnes. All right. If y'all don't know who K.I. is, she was a female shooter from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly murked by King Von. That's what the word is. Well, it was the word, right? Until her twin, FBG Butter, talking about, nah, King Von didn't do it, folks. What he say? King Von didn't do it, folk, on King David. No, he don't say King David because that's not. Y'all know how they talk. But he telling about King Von wasn't the shooter. He said he knew who the shooter was, and it wasn't King Von. I don't know how true that is because King Von homie J Hood said King Von came back from wherever and was like, yo, I popped K.I. Now he could have been in the car, or he could have been around the corner or something. He could have not had pulled the trigger, but been around, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he was involved, type shit. But that's all alleged. No one knows nothing. But that's what we're here to find out. All right? If y'all know, y'all know. All right? If you're new, subscribe, like the video. Yeah, Daddy Monkey. If y'all want more of these type videos, y'all know what to do. Hit that comment section and let me know who y'all want me to react to next. All right? Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Bang. Oh, my bad. Bang.
There are crime stories and there are crime legends. The life of Gakirah Barnes is one of those.
Yeah, I was trying to.
She was fine too.
I was like, damn.
He liked her as a girlfriend?
Yeah, he wanted to be her boyfriend. She just felt like he was trying to set her up. That's what she told me. She like, I think he just trying to kill me.
I love her, and I'm gonna fight for her to have justice because I don't think it's fair that we're losing our kids being gunned down every day in the streets.
It's still under investigation what exactly happened Friday afternoon in the 6400 block of South Eberhart. But neighbors say Barnes and her friend were walking along the sidewalk when a gunman
Her and FBG Butter.
When the bullet hit her, it was so powerful she fell on the steps.
But if you read the actual document that came up in this Freedom of Information Act uncovering, it basically says that, hey, the person who allegedly killed her was Davon Bennett, aka King Von.
If you know, you know. Final hours of K.I.
January 12th, 2011.
That's my birthday. That's my birthday. I turned 18 that day.
An alleged female assassin, Gakirah Barnes, also known as K.I. Forever. It was a day she lost someone dear to her heart.
R.I.P. Tuka.
Shondell Gregory, also known as Tuka.
R.I.P. Tuka.
At a bus stop on 63rd in St. Lawrence, in the Woodlawn neighborhood in Southside Chicago.
15-year-old Chanel Gregory was shot in the 500 block of East 63rd Street. The boy was on the street when a suspect got out of a vehicle and shot him multiple times. That gunman got back into the car and fled west on 63rd.
The pain and hurt of his passing would sink her deeper into the already grief-stricken lifestyle she endured due to her affiliations. Gakirah Barnes was a member of the SLT EBT set, which was renamed Tukaville in honor of their fallen comrade. The hit of Shondell solidified their bond as sworn enemies with the rival set Wick City, which would later be renamed O-Block. K.I. was enraged with a mix of emotions from the tragedy and was on a warpath for revenge. This allegedly led to the revenge hit of respected Wick City member Odie Perry, who was gunned down on August 10th, 2011, and subsequently succumbed to his injuries. This homicide was the reason Wick City renamed itself O-Block in honor of Odie Perry, just as STL EBT did for Tuka, infamous O-Block. Gakirah's next decisions were crucial to the events that led to her life being taken. Due to her taunts and posts online insinuating she was responsible for the retaliation hit, a target was placed on her back. Gakirah, also known as K.I., posted pictures online with her holding Odie Perry's gun, which created the assumption in the minds of her rivals that she was the shooter.
Do I think she did that? They say allegedly, but you know what I think? I think it was somebody that was afraid to own up to it because they know OD was like that nigga at the time. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga like, well, I took his gun. Like, who gonna take? You know what I'm saying? Who basically gonna not take the fall, but who gonna stand on this? She probably was like, shit, I will. which is crazy because she, I guess she's trying to, win her some player points or something. And that's what I think for sure. Do I think she off OD? Hell no. How you gonna off a dude that, like, he a real one for real? Like, she should have started off with somebody lower level. You know what I'm saying? OD was at the top. So yeah, I don't think she did that for real.
Take things a step further, disrespecting the passing of Odie Perry and finding humor in the tragedy as a way to poke fun at her rivals, coupled with hints by close gang affiliates like FBG Wooski, who also gave credit to KI, along with another assailant, Butter, for Odie Perry's hit. She was made the face of the assassination, and her rivals wanted her life as payment.
Look at my nigga Butter.
But now it was too late to turn back. Even the authorities were investigating her as one of the main suspects for the homicide.
Oh man, it's my mama calling me right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
Call from Mama. Answer it?
With all eyes on her.
Oh. No.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I had a phone call. I should have put my Ace on sleep mode.
Continue to fuel the rage of her rivals by purposefully using her Twitter platform to take jabs at their masculinity and disrespect their home, O-Block. But in doing so, she found herself in the crosshairs of one of O-Block's most notorious gangsters,
my boy King
Von, also known as King Von.
Ew.
The strange thing about what the two displayed online was their somewhat affection for each other.
Bro, he used
almost
to
in a flirtatious banter kind of.
Bro, he used to make me laugh, bro. Like, he really was flirting with this chick, knowing. I mean, I don't know what her sexual preference was. It don't even matter. That's besides the point. But I don't think she was in it, him. You know what I'm saying? Specifically. But how are you gonna try to get with the ops, even though she a female? You know what I'm saying? I know he was probably trolling, but you really don't know, cause he wanted her to come see him in jail. Well, shit, somebody could have popped her when she came out. Damn, I ain't think about that. She probably chose right, but I mean, she ended up getting popped anyway. But still, I don't know why they was going back and forth like that.
Right. Then in subsequent tweets, they were at the throats of each other. And it was there you started seeing the rivalry rear its head. In hindsight, the twisted mentality of those living that lifestyle was seen in the documentary on Gakirah Barnes' life, where they interviewed King Von, who unbeknownst to them was the alleged main culprit in taking her life. And in that interview, King Von spoke as if he had emotions for her and wanted to engage in intimate relations.
Y'all trying to first. I was like, damn, you doing shit.
To the interviewers and Gakirah's friends, who was also interviewed, King Von wanted to be romantically engaged to Gakirah as her boyfriend. But to Gakirah, who knew the inner workings of the gang culture and the devious nature of the man.
Good nights give unbeatable protection against bedwetting. Awesome days start with good nights.
And she was dealing with, she thought that King Von was only trying to set her up and take her life.
You liked her as a girlfriend?
Yeah, he wanted to be her boyfriend. She just felt like he was trying to set her up, kill her.
KI, even though having this feeling that King Von wanted to take her out, didn't step away from the lifestyle she portrayed. Instead, she went deeper in. September 2nd, 2013, one of King Von's affiliates, Jerome Wood, also known as J Money, was murdered in the 6600 block of South Rhodes Avenue in Woodlawn. KI would again take the opportunity to insinuate that she was the one responsible for ending the life of J Money. February 11th, 2014, she would take direct aim at King Von in a tweet taunting him for losing his comrade while he was locked up.
They had emojis like that back then?
King Von would get word of her disrespect and remind her of the person's lives he took in return that belonged to her camp. KI was poking at a bear, and her time was soon at an end. April 11th, 2014, the day she would take her last breath came. That day she was up and about, being who she was. By now, her name had spread through the streets as someone to be feared. She embraced the label, and maybe that's what led to her recklessness that resulted in her life being lost. For whatever reason, KI decided to get on Twitter and announce her whereabouts publicly. Now, her right.
Now, I know we have a little bit left on the video, but I just want to point how stupid that is and how many people got popped doing that. Her and Lil JoJo, I know for sure. posted their location. It's easier, like they already have an easy time finding y'all, but then you're gonna put your where you at the time. Like I would have put something else. Like I would have been like I'm across the town. Like you know what I'm saying? I would have lied and said I was over here, but really, you get what I'm saying? Like just to throw them off, bro. You don't just tell them where you at, thinking, oh, they ain't gonna come touch me. Well, they did. You see what happened?
Had her location. She was, as the crime world would say, testing their gangster to prove that they cannot harm her, as she was more gangster than them. It turned out she was wrong. At that time, she was allegedly with her right-hand man and close affiliate, Butter. Her assailants would arrive to her location, where they found her walking with her friend. They would brandish firearms, firing several bullets which collided multiple times with K.I. She would suffer injuries to her mouth, neck, and chest, a total of 9 times on the 6400 block of South Eberhard Avenue. Eyewitness state K.I. ran and collapsed on the porch, fighting for her life.
But neighbors say Barnes and a friend were walking along the sidewalk when a gunman started firing.
When the bullet hit her, it was so powerful she fell on the step.
Residents who do not want to be identified say Barnes fought to live, but had been shot at least 9 times.
Evidently,
not everybody could be 50
Gakirah
Cent.
Barnes would succumb to her injuries at Northwest Memorial Hospital after trying her best to stay alive. Her time of passing was 5:43 p.m. In the aftermath, King Von would become the main suspect in the homicide, but he was never charged for the crime. Unfortunately, Von himself would meet his end after an altercation with rapper Quando Rondo outside a club in Atlanta named the Monaco Hookah Lounge. It was there that Quando's affiliate, Timothy Leaks, aka
Lil Tim,
shot King Von while a scuffle between King Von and Quando Rondo ensued. King Von would be rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries.
A rapper who
live by the gun, die by the
is among
gun.
those who were shot and killed in a gun battle in downtown Atlanta, with 3 others and injured as well.
It would be after both King Von and K.I. lost their lives that documentary from law enforcement would bring to light details in the case of Gakirah Barnes' homicide. According to the documents, it lists their main suspect in her case as King Von. Apparently, the information was obtained when someone did a FOIA request, which is the Freedom of Information Act. This states that the public has access to information on the activities of the government and can request a copy of any document from a public authority, such as a government ministry, department, or statutory body. The documents obtained extended to 300 pages, with numerous sections detailing how King Von orchestrated the hit on K.I. The reports state that K.I. was with 2 other persons at 6451 South Eberhard when a male in a gray hoodie and blue jeans approached their direction. The offender then brandished a handgun and began firing towards K.I. and her affiliates. It was in these documents it was found that Gakirah wasn't the only one injured, but all 3 of them were inflicted with gunshot wounds. The shooter then made their escape in a vehicle. The investigation revealed the one they pinned as responsible for pulling the trigger was Davon Bennett, aka King Von. It also stated the reason why he wasn't arrested and put on trial for the case while he was alive. Even though he was positively identified, law enforcement wasn't confident they had the evidence to prove that he was in fact the one responsible for the taking of Gakirah Barnes' life. 2 futures that could have been so bright, taken away due to the senseless lifestyle and culture of being in a gang and what comes with it. How many more until it's realized by the youth that there's no happy ending, just pain and loss? K.I. wasn't naive to the life she lived. She knew the risk and accepted the fate she knew was coming. In her mind, she was certain her time would arrive one day, but she found some solace in the fact that her name would be recognized as a real one in her passing. Such shallow reasoning to throw your life away.
Facts.
If only she saw the true worth of
My
her
boy
life.
Wooski.
If only they all could see the true worth of their lot and how much they would accomplish together rather than fighting each other. A promising girl who had so much ahead of her, but she became another statistic, detailing a youth that was swallowed up by the gang culture and left 6 feet deep. Rest in peace, K.I.
Yeah, that's sad, bro. That is super sad. the fact that you willing to like do all that just to have your names ringing in the hood, bro. The hood, right? I understand you come from the hood, but the point is to get out the hood and make a name outside the hood, not in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Risking your life. I don't get it. There's just some things you don't get. That's one thing I do not get, and I will never want to understand. Whatever. Anyway, man, if y'all like these type of videos, like I said, let me know. Comment down below, and I'll definitely get on that soon. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Comment more bangers. You know what I'm saying? And I think my baby want to say bye. Bye. Say bye. Say that again. Okay. Close up, Daddy. Good job, man.